Okay, we're 1 week into the Season 1 extension, folks. Roughly 3 weeks away from Season 2, if it's not delayed any further. All honesty, I had a blast with the Double XP event this past weekend. Been working on the challenges, working on the game overall. We've seen some leaks, shame on you guys by the way, and official Battlefield Comms has provided some information as to what to expect in Season 2. From discussions about the Little Bird to the incoming maps and their sizes, we have lots of opinions rolling around out there. And since this is technically a continuation from Friday's video, I wanted to amend a few things from Friday and go over a few other things. A lot of you really appreciated the creature feature breakdown, but I forgot about one. The most important one. The most vile of them all. So, it's Monday Massacre, my favorite hood rats. Let's do it. So, in my previous video, I went over the 4 main video game creatures we often find ourselves dealing with on a constant basis. Now, mostly they were about the 4 main types of content creators, but sometimes their fans assimilate into these creatures too. No, I'm not saying don't be a fan of someone. By all means, please, fan away.
Okay.
Hell, my subscribers are technically fans, and I love them also very much. No, I'm talking about the automatons. The congregation that just regurgitates everything another creator preaches as though it's gospel. It's such a fundamental disconnect in modern gaming culture. And all I hear is "Whee!" And Friday's video apparently touched a nerve with the accountant species disciple. And while they were busy trying to check my math, DICE dropped the details for the Frostfire Bonus Path coming tomorrow. More on that shortly. Now, in prepping for Friday's video, I forgot to mention the biggest creature feature of them all. The final form. El Jefe. The final boss. The biggest video game Karen of them all. Folks like this. Whether you're just a player or a content creator, folks like this completely miss the mark. This scrub was trying to say I should hold AAA games accountable, and I complain about people who do. You guys have been here long enough to know that I do provide critical feedback about the game, but I also balance it out with trying to come up with workarounds and in-depth looks into some of the issues. Sometimes, the issue is on the player end. Now, having worked in the gaming industry in the past, I have a bit more understanding on the moving parts, more so than most, but especially this drive-by wannabe. And I do hold AAA games accountable, especially when they royally fuck up. Of course I hold them to task. But I also have some helping points, tips and tricks to confirm and verify 100% of the issues are not on your end, while we wait for the companies to resolve issues on their end. This helps you with the feedback to the devs. Because any support worth their salt is going to ask a ton of questions on your end, like Wi-Fi or Direct Connect, updated OS and drivers, etc., etc., etc. They need to eliminate any potential issues on your end before they can even attempt to resolve the issue at all. I don't just scream at the clouds, ladies and gentlemen. I work the problem. When I tell you to check your drivers or your direct connection, I'm not making excuses for DICE. I'm arming you with a report they can't ignore. I'm giving you a shut up and fix it card. This is standard for gaming industry. Not sure why some folks don't seem to understand this. So what's all this mean anyway? Well, see, I get comments like this one I just showed every once in a while. So Rage-Deduced Actually Guy just comes up into my channel to drop his 2 cents of being big mad at me. These folks tend to be mad and then get big mad when you aren't mad with them. Because when you bring an adult conversation to the table, they resort to shaming and name-calling, literally showing their age is smaller than their shoe size. These types of players or content creators are like the worst of the worst. They basically do what we used to do back in the day when presented with facts or sound information, and then end up just being exasperated and go, "Your mom." Back then, it was an admission of, "You win this round, sir." Now, it's their way of feeling high and mighty. Clarity, this is not me. No, not at all. But I have learned to minimize frustration over the years by being patient and working the problem. So, remember the final boss I mentioned? Well, it matters because you're going to see them come out of the woodwork and making their angry cockroach noises. The final LARPer boss. The gaming Karen. And yes, the actually guy. These scrubs are a hybrid hydra of all the other creatures I spoke of Friday. They come armed with opinion-laced facts. They're angry and they want you to not only be angry for them, but also with them. They come armed to the teeth with spreadsheets of every shift field goal numbers and pie charts for pitchforks and torch tactics against anything about the game. Like any game. They're going to come out in full force, a horde of them, brothers and sisters, once Season 2 launches. I promise you, it won't be a full hour of launch, and they'll have released the Flying Butt Monkeys of Doom videos, half-baked analyses about the launch. The content is lacking, mechanic is wonky, the player count isn't peak numbers. Oh, and they'll hate you for having fun and playing the game. What's the saying? Haters are gonna hate? Now, I understand providing feedback for the devs to go, well, the helicopter controls are just a bit tight or they're too loose. I understand that. That's not the issue here. The issue is, in the first breath, well, the flight controls are a bit sticky, so the game is broken and the devs are useless. One is constructive, one is not. Here's a PSA for the species out there. Whip out your calculators. Print out miles of spreadsheets. I'm already seeing the Hydras complaining on Reddit and X about Season 2, and it's not even here yet. You're big mad that we're getting 2 maps. You're all screaming about why we can't have more content. And you blame the devs. And you even have the audacity to compare game titles as if all the games ever made come from the same publishing house with the same software and the same rules and the same engines. Look, as consumers alone, we have a right to expect quality in our quantity. But I will say this again. If making video games were easy, we'd all be doing it. So meanwhile, back in reality, we have 3 weeks of bonus stuff, folks. From double XP weekends, a Valentine's Day event called Love is a Battlefield. Oh my god, I don't want that song stuck in my head. Because DICE finally found a sense of humor and the Frostfire Path. Are you going to spend these 3 weeks crunching numbers on why an upcoming weapons fire rate is 2% lower than you wanted? Or are you just going to enjoy the Frostfire rewards and play the damned game? So, why am I saying all this? Well, we're a week into Season 1 extension, and we're T-minus 3 weeks before Season 2 starts. And Frostfire starts tomorrow. My birthday. Yay! We're getting new things, ladies and gentlemen. What's confirmed is 1 new map and a remastered map. The AH-6 Little Bird is expected. And we're getting new weapons and attachments. There's a new mechanic announced by EA DICE. So yeah, a few new things. Now, I'm sure most of you have digested the details of the new content. You've checked out the leaked info. And I'm sure you have thoughts. And if you've been here a minute, you know I'm more on the fun side of things. And of that fun, well, for starters, we're getting all that free stuff, my hood rats. Praise the Lord and pass the ammo. From the Frostfire Bonus Path, we're getting hardware XP boosts, a vehicle skin and player card customization items. You Battlefield Pass owners get to grab a new weapon package, a career XP boost, and additional customization items. And of course, the bonus path can be completed alongside the Season 1 Battle Pass. Basically, you do not need to choose to make progress between Season 1 Battle Pass and the Frostfire Bonus Path. EA is saying that each bonus path tier requires 10 bonus points to unlock, which means you need a total of 110 bonus path points earned to complete it. Fairly simple. But unlike previous battle paths, all the bonus points for Frostfire are earned through weekly challenges with 0 bonus challenges associated with the path. The amount of points earned varies for each weekly challenge. They even included an easier weekly challenge award. And just remember, not all weekly challenges reward bonus path points. So check the in-game challenges menu to see what's what. And there's a Valentine's Day event too. Daily login rewards at double XP events and shit. Yes sir, tons of fun to be had. And in Season 2, we're getting more things. We've seen the hint of one map. We've heard that they're rebuilding Goldman Railway from the ground up. So we're getting a bunch of stuff. When the new content drops, don't wait for a streamer to tell you if they're good or not. Don't look at a weapon spreadsheet. Just log in, find a hidey hole, blow up a building, and explore the nooks and crannies. Do what gamers used to do before the Hydras took over. Have fun. That's it, folks. Those are the standing orders. Remember, kiddos, gaming is a fucking luxury. If the current state of the game is the biggest tragedy of your life, fuck me, you are lucky. If you're my age and having fun, you're winning. If you're encroaching level 1000 and miserable about the state of game, man, maybe go to a strip club or something. Maybe a lap dance might cheer you up. To my dude who wanted to take a jab at me by poking an insult at my gameplay.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
It's the most playground level response possible. It is the most cute insult I've ever seen. You're basically saying I'm not vibrating with caffeine and exploiting movement glitches, so my opinion is invalid. I mean, in reality, the non-sweats, your average players, are the ones who actually keep the servers populated while the pros move on to the next flavor of the week game. My dude literally complained about my lack of playstyle as a way to gatekeep my fun. Imagine being so deep in that modern age victimhood mindset that you think a 50-year-old having a good time is a problem that needs solving. Like, lol what? For a creator of my particular age, who has been in the industry and has been around the block a few times, watching a kid trying to gatekeep my enjoyment based on play style, or lack thereof as he put it, is just comedy. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize I needed your goddamn permission to play this game that you obviously hate on and not playing in the way you play it. My God, who tailors your pants? Your balls must be huge. These creatures are simply victims of the modern age. They spend money on something, and when it doesn't meet every single little expectation, they rage out into the universe. They plague around, gathering up voices around the internet to their cause and feel righteous in their anger. And then some of them find my little channel and proceed to skip past an open conversation and decide to just drop bombs on me. Cool story, bro. And to the rage baiter creature saying it's just recycled garbage to cover the Season 2 delay on February 17th, to that I say, and? It's free stuff for playing the game we were already going to be playing anyway. What's it matter to you? I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I can't tell if you've never experienced disappointment in your life, or that's all you've experienced. I'm having fun because being an adult allows me to realize a long time ago that life is too short to spend a Friday night screaming at or about a software developer. Your misery is optional, kiddos. You think you are the enlightened ones holding devs accountable, but you're simply just so addicted to the outrage cycle that you've lost the ability to actually play. Well, my hood rats, it's that time again. We're at the end of the video. If you're new to the show, hang on just a moment longer. Really, it's important. Just stick with me a little longer. There's plugs here. I have links. I have socials. I have support the channel shit. But what I want you to do is check out the video description and scroll all the way down to the bottom. The very bottom. There's a link there. This is the most important link to me. It's this month's Veteran Support Group Spotlight. I served, most of my family has served, and most of my friends have served. And each month, I continue serving by highlighting a U.S. veteran support group. None of the spotlighted groups know I do this. None of them sponsor me in any way. Just check out the link to see if it's something you'd be interested in supporting, even if it's just a simple link share on your own socials. Thanks. And until the next one, keep your hood rat chins up, my dudes. Out.